Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of my honest player review, the player review in 5 minutes or less, where I just give an honest overlook of a player from the team of the week and discuss how they do in the upper divisions. Today's player that we're going to look at is Bas Dost, also known as the Big Oaf, because he's 6'5" and he's like a big oaf. Bas Dost is also the man who only understands 20 to 30% of what his manager says, but apparently he understands enough to score a lot of goals because he's been doing that a lot in sporting. But does that translate over to FIFA 17? We'll find out in less than 5 minutes. So I threw him into this squad with Turnstrup, also from this team of the week, at Cam, and then Van Persie in form, 84 overall. Now this isn't about Turnstrup or Van Persie. Van Persie I would say not worth the 24k that he's going for. He's not very fast at all. His left foot I thought would save him, but it doesn't really. Turnstrup on the other hand is pretty decent. He's only like 12k at the moment because of all the tradable team of the week cards that are coming out from the marquee matchups. So he's worth it if you want to give him a go, or if you already got him from the team of the week, just try him out. You might like him, you might not. You can always just quick sell. But Bas Dost, the main man himself, he was ridiculous. In 5 games in Division 1, he scored 9 goals for me, including a hat trick. He had a brace, he had a couple braces actually. Then he had one game where he only scored 1 goal, and I was really disappointed in him and threw him off a bridge. I didn't have any chemistry styles on him, but he was on 10 chem. The most important reason why he's going for less than 20k, I bought him for 15k, is because he has such low pace, mate. Just looking at him, he's an 86 overall striker, so you'd assume he'd go for a little bit more than 15k, which is what I got him for. But because he has such low pace, people get afraid of him, and then they just quick sell him, or they just sell him on the market for like the lowest they can get him. But pace is not always the biggest factor. He has like 90 strength, so he can just shoulder people off. He has 91 shots, so if you get within any distance, like if you get within 30 yards, you can just shoot it cross-body shot. It's going to go in 5 out of 8.4 times. I told him to play as a target man, which meant that I kind of wanted him to get into the box. I wanted him to hold the play up. He did a really good job of holding the play up because he's so big, so strong. He's 6'5", like I mentioned. So even though Smalling has such long legs in this game, Bas Dost can just still body him up. Sounds like a rapper. Bas Dost can still body him up. The getting into the box thing, however, is kind of annoying. I don't think it's actually Bas Dost's fault, if you can blame a player card, a virtual card, because he has good positioning. But it's just for some reason in this game, EA doesn't really let the strikers get into the box for crosses, even when they're 6'5" and they have 99 heading and they can jump. He did win 1 header, and it was a pretty easy header off a corner, near post. Near post OP is kind of still a thing. I think it went away for a while, but it's come back. So if you want to just have near post Bas Dost there, and then just whip it in low to him, you'll score a couple of headers if you want to play in the weekend league. Now the big thing with him is because of the pace, you assume that his agility, his acceleration is not going to be very good. He's going to be kind of mobile, like a mobile or like Germain, but that's not really the case. For whatever reason, I didn't actually look at his agility or acceleration, but his first touch is so good that it gets him away from other defenders. Like I was playing a lot against Smalling and Bailly, and I was still outpacing them decently. In addition to that, he also makes some incredible runs. I didn't have the instruction to get in behind with him because I wanted him to play as a target man and kind of just get in the box for crosses, but he made some great runs, playing always on the shoulder of defenders and just running past them. Even though he only has 60 pace or whatever it is, I still played a lot of over-the-top balls and just outpaced Smalling and Bailly, outstrength them. Once you get in front of him, because he has that 99 strength, 91 physical, he's not going to get caught. He only has 3-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves, but all you really need is the ball roll, and that gets away from defenders. And then when you couple that with the acceleration that he randomly has for some reason, it actually proves to be pretty deadly. The weak foot, which would be his left foot, is actually also good. I scored a couple of bangers they were struck so well that I actually thought that he was left-footed for a while. Now, some of the annoying things about Bas Dost, like I already mentioned, he doesn't get into the box for headers, which is very annoying because he's 6'5" and he has 99 heading, so he'd win the majority of these headers, but for whatever reason, he just tends out to hang out by the edge of the box. Also, although I mentioned that he has good acceleration, good agility, that doesn't mean that he's just going to be able to outpace everyone, so you have to be very careful with how you use him, and you have to understand that he only has 60-something pace, so you're not just going to buy... What happened to my voice? I lost my voice in the war. Now you have to understand that because he only has 60 pace or whatever it is, I guess if you put a Hunter chemistry style that go into the 70s, so maybe he'd be even better. But because his pace isn't that great, you're not going to just be able to run past people like with a Martial, like with an Barbo maybe, but you can still get by that. For this reason, you have to be very careful with how you use him, but he's still a very fruitful, very good striker. I mean, he is honestly the second best striker I've used behind SBC Suarez this year. So in conclusion, I would give Bas Dost a 20% out of 21%, which is pretty good. He understands the majority of the game, and he's able to score. He scored 9 goals in 5 games in Division 1 with a bad team around him. He's pretty ridiculous. Okay, tell me who to review next. Thank you, bye-bye.